Hello, my little witchlings. So someone asked that I talk about dream interpretation. And it just so happens I had a really interesting dream the other night. So it fits right in. So let's do some dream interpretation, shall we? So basically, if you're just completely clueless about it, there are several good books on the market that you can get on dream interpretation. And basically what they're going to do is give you a list of symbols and tell you generally what that symbol means. I have two books on dream interpretation, and when I first started doing it, I would look those up. And for the most part, it works, but once in a while, you just really need to use your own intuition. What does this dream mean to me? Because remember, the universe speaks in symbols. So that's true with scrying, with speaking with spirits and mediumship. And it's also true with dream interpretation. So let me tell you my dream from the other night, and you tell me what you think it means. So I was in a place, kind of like a warehouse almost, and there was an open picture window, completely open to the outside, kind of like this doorway that I'm in right here. And I was standing in the window looking out. And this beautiful bird, like no bird I've seen in reality, came up to me, kind of fluttered in front of my face, and I stuck out my finger, and the bird landed on my finger. Now, this was a big bird, big, like hawk size, and it had white and red feathers. Like I said, like no bird I've ever seen in reality. And it kind of stayed with me a little bit, and then I, kind of moved my finger up and it took off. And this happened several times with several different types of birds. Different plumage, but each individual, each beautiful in its own way. Until the last bird, it wasn't quite as beautiful. It was kind of had a little plump body, but it was unique and beautiful unto itself. It had a lot of my favorite colors in it. And so it really struck me, you know what I mean? And it just, for some reason, it chose me. It didn't fly off after a few minutes. It chose to stay with me. And I carried that bird around with me for the rest of the dream. And I was interacting with other people in this warehouse, and for some reason the bird had gotten away from me, but it had stayed in the warehouse. And so when we were getting ready to leave, I said, oh, I can't go before I find my bird. I have to find my bird. It's sleeping around here somewhere. And then I woke up. Now what's interesting is I took a nap later in the day and continued that same dream. In the continuation, I found the bird where it was sleeping, carried it out, and we went home together. So what do you think this bird dream meant? I've been single for about 3.5 years. That might give you a little clue. You tell me in the comments what you think the interpretation would be, and I'll follow up with you, okay? Our little witchling school.